at midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 31, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
He'll buy some time right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down near the 5. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers flushed out right. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They give to Burton, the fullback. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram, his 2nd sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe possibly they're still thinking about the 1st one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the 1st interception.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.